Hey everyone, happy Memorial
Hey
Day.
guys.
Um, Jonathan's out here tinkering and I've been reading, and anyway, it's kind of a gloomy looking day,
Yeah.
but it's not bad at all. It's not hot.
I enjoy it.
We've just been tinkering, all of us.
Hanging out with the kids, and we all got our own independent little projects or
Yeah, things we've been doing.
Yeah. It's been fun. Been a good day, good weekend.
So the reason I pressed record is we were coming back from town a little bit earlier, and we were just talking with Hannah and Isaiah about being parents and strict parents or lenient parents, and what benefits and downfalls both could be. Because some parents are super duper strict and some parents are really, really lenient. And we were asking the kids what they thought about how Jonathan and I parent. And really, and Isaiah called it out.
Yeah.
I tend to be the more rigid, strict parent. And he tends to be a little more lenient. And
Isaiah said that one thing I think he said that I liked. He said, I think both could be equally as bad, but how did he word it?
Excessive. He said
one is excessive in one way, one direction or the other.
like strict parent
Or
versus
controlling.
permissive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strict versus permissive. And he said, that when he thought about that, he really thought about it as an extreme, either super duper strict or super duper lenient. And he said that he thought both of those could have really negative effects, basically.
Yeah.
And so we asked you don't ask children things if you don't want to know the truths, but as parents, we need reality checks. And I said, okay, we were pulling up in the yard and sort of putting the truck in park. And I said, well, guys,
what do you think about our parenting?
Yeah, because sometimes they don't like us, and if they do, they sure do act like they don't. And they probably think the same way about us, because we're parents and they're kids.
That's
but
right.
we asked them, honestly, what do you think? And there was sort of like a sigh between everybody, like, oh God, here it goes.
Here we go,
And
anyway.
No. Tell them what Isaiah said.
He said he thought that, again, Ashley was a little more strict and not controlling, but like the overprotective parent, and I was a little more lenient and let them be a little more free. And he felt that it was the perfect combination, that he felt that the combination of the two created, I guess, good parenting. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how he worded it.
That's sort of the gist of what he was saying.
Yeah.
And Hannah said that she was thankful that we are exactly like we are. We say no a lot here.
Yes.
We say no a lot,
and we restrict them from a lot of things that other kids get to.
And sometimes they don't like it.
No.
But she said, I like that y'all are like you are because I feel safe no matter what inside.
That was awesome.
And wow. So parents who are struggling with how much is too much is,
Well, me and you have never done this before.
No.
This is the first time I've ever had a 14-year-old boy or an 11-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And you know what? Next year, he'll be 15. She'll be 12.
Yeah.
I've never had a 12-year-old or 15-year-old.
Yeah.
So that's going to change all the time. New things arise. And we can take advice from others. But people, I just believe you've got to
talk to them about Jesus.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I think you really have got to kind of play it by the gut at the moment. I mean, it's kind of in the moment, You can read all kinds of self-help or whatever, but you got to search inside yourself. Don't look at what everybody else does.
Do not look
at
what other people are doing with their kids.
Do not do that. As a matter of fact,
don't look at what other people do with their kids.
Because that's terrible advice. They're not raising your kids. You're not raising their kids.
That's right.
You're raising your kids. You know them more than anybody. and listen to them. Talk to your kids, because we talk to our kids a lot. They probably have conversations that maybe kids shouldn't have. I don't know. Maybe we talk about too many things in front of them, but our kids have always been willing to talk to us.
They know.
Yeah.
We talk to them about drugs and alcohol and sex and have for years. Like we try to do it age appropriate, really. But if you have young kids and you're wanting to know, when do you start talking to them about the birds and the bees? Today. Talk to them.
On some level, you can introduce the conversations.
And I guess ignorance is bliss, and we may be doing it all wrong.
Maybe.
We may not be doing it right at all. I mean, our kids are 11 and 14. We don't know that when they're 30 and 34. We won't know till then whether or not anything we've done or said stuck. But the Bible does tell us to train up the children, and train up your children in the way of the Lord. And even if they fall away, they will come back to it.
Yes.
And we just have to know that if we have done what we were supposed to do as Christian parents, that they're going to be okay. So if you have kids, talk to them, ask them what they think. You might get your feelings hurt, because sometimes we get our feelings hurt, but
hey, if you think you're doing a poor job on the job, who do you ask? Where's the best place to ask? The boss, right?
Unless you're the boss, and then if you
should ask
the employees.
So talk to your kids, ask them, hey, what do you think about what we're doing? How do you think? Not that, because it's a kid, they're going to say, oh, I think you need to let me stay up later and let me have a new phone all the time, or something crazy like that. But if you're already conditioned to talk to your kids about a lot of topics, and you're in conversation with your kids a lot, I think they're going to be honest with you. Like, at least you can get the right information out of the conversation, right?
And if you don't have that relationship with your kids yet, if they're not old enough for whatever reason, that type of family dynamic, for whatever reason, you don't have that family dynamic, they're not old enough, you've never done it before, it's new, you're trying to get things back together, start now. Even if it doesn't look like you want it to look, or it doesn't look like what you think it should look like, start and pray about it.
The Bible tells you everything you need to know, really. At least it gives you a direction of how you should approach parenthood. There's certain things that, I know the world now has a lot more challenges, individual type challenges, that things look different. But the core root of raising kids is still the same.
Love,
moral character, teaching them those sort of things. The Bible has all that information in it. And what it don't say, you're going to learn. You're going to make mistakes. I do. We make mistakes. I'm winging it pretty much at everything I do. Pretty much I'm winging it. I rely to my word a lot in prayer. Talk to your wife. Talk to your husband.
talk to your kids.
Talk to your kids, guys.
Ask them what they think. Love you guys.
Love you.
Hope this isn't weird. Probably is. We'll probably have like 2 likes.
I don't care about likes.
I know, but God bless y'all. We love you.